Good morning, it's the 18th of August. Now, I have just done this video for my own private channel. I have a different channel, it's really for people who live local to me, that can have readings where I live. Now, I only did a 3-card reading, and obviously the people, a lot of people don't know what's going on in the world, and I didn't want to get into the intensity of it all. But when I got these 3 cards, when I asked about monkeypox, I thought I have to share them with this channel, because obviously the people on this channel understand more of what's going on behind the scenes. And I had to share it because it's so interesting. So I asked, these are actually how the cards came out. First of all, I had the Knight of Swords, which is intensity. But I also actually think that could be military rushing in. You see, as I said, a lot of people on this channel understand the backstory of what's been going on. It's very hard to explain to people who have no idea what's going on. Now, the question I had, which I think is important to share, is will monkeypox potentially develop into a lockdown situation? Now, this is a bit up in the air. This is a bit undecided at the moment, if it will go into a lockdown. But what I find quite interesting, I feel like the boats... depends on the intensity as well. I feel like the boats are coming over. I do think this is a thing, but what I don't think is the need to lock people down. This has been going on for quite some time. I think that's where the difference comes in the story. I think they could be potentially using it to their advantage to, we have this new thing, we need to lock everyone down. But I don't think there's a need for that. I mean, obviously, I don't make the rules. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, and I'm not saying it's not here, but what I'm saying is I'm not sure about the blowing it up in order to lock people down in a way, start all the screens coming up and that kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But what I found really interesting is strength. So I almost feel like they could be using it, as I've just said, to their advantage, to potentially they could use this situation to lock people down if they wanted to. And what I found really more interesting is because I have a lion on this card, fascinating. So I have ships bringing it over and a lion. Now, lion, where do they originate from? Africa. So I don't have a monkey, I don't think, in any of the cards, but I have a lion. I thought that was just fascinating and I had to share it. And this potentially could be, yes, a lockdown, potentially, okay? Something physical could happen. However, what was even more strange is then I got this card and it says great news. Now, it was very difficult then for me to explain to people who have no idea. Now, if we're going to get a lockdown, why would that be great news? Because I think that they're going to use it. I think what might happen is they say, yeah, we're going to lock you down. And I've always said this, that they might flip it on its head. And then we think we're locked down or we're close to a lockdown. And then it's like everything changes. In fact, I'm actually going to make this a longer video. I've just decided, because I thought of another question. Which was, my friend did a reading on the money system. And I said I'd put them up for her. On my community page, okay? And she got some interesting cards in there, and I've always felt that she actually even asked for the 19th, which is tomorrow. I forgot to mention all of this. And she got there's going to be a change, but it didn't look like a good change. And I'm starting to wonder if they're going to bring in what is it called? I'll never get it right. The digital ID banking system that nobody wants, the digital, can't remember the initials of it all, that one that nobody wants, and then they turn it around to the Great Reset, the one we do want. The reason being is I asked about my credit card in August a while back, and I didn't have great cards, but I had a strategy, and I just wondered if there's a connection to bringing in the bad reset first, make all your hair stand on end, and then eventually turn it around to the good reset. I wondered, or problems with the banks. Is that true? Are we going to have a bad money banking digital bad reset with our banks first? Well, it looks like it's coming. It is actually, oh my goodness. It is actually coming to a conclusion. It's completely going to change. Unbelievable. With that card, yep, completely going to change. Like, there's no coming back from the world. Wait. So it's an independence. Hang on, these are good cards. These are good cards. These are good cards. Wait. So it may be they just say it. I did have a strategy. But it's not here. It's not here. So it might just be words. This is words. Planting the seeds of words. But we're actually free of that. So maybe, yeah, we're free of that. We are free of that banking system. According to this card, we're free. Okay? And they're waiting to tell us we're free. They've fought a battle. We have freedom from that. This is the good reset. However, there's struggles to implement it at the moment. They're not quite finished. They can't implement it at the moment, but we will see it. This could be even 6 weeks. We will see it. So, why was I thinking they might do that? I just thought that they might just be saying it. The Heirophant might just be saying it. Maybe I didn't say it right. Are the Hierophants going to say, well, they could, I feel like it didn't go their way for starters, but are they going to say it? Are they going, oh my goodness, so completion is, it's over. They might take a risk. This could be a risk. Bad news, risk. Okay, well, loads of cards fell out. I said, will they say, oh, yes. Now, obviously, I have some bad news. Something might happen just spontaneously and takes us in another direction. But I actually have, now, it's really strange. When I asked about the bad reset, okay, it's not here. You can see it's not here yourself. Look at the colours. That's a lovely card, celebration. And I just wondered if they will just say it. This is some shocking information. It could be as well that that system has fallen anyway, or is going to fall, and we might hear about it. But this is a magician. He can play a trick. So I wonder if you hear, I'm going to leave it like that, but if you hear any news of, you know, the banks have fallen, we're going into this bad system, just bear in mind, this could be, as I already had a strategy, but it's not here. Not here behind the scenes. Actually not here. It's just the same as when they're saying about the WHO. That's a facade. Okay, that's a facade. Oh, so they're going, yeah. So if you do hear about it, it's because they're going to tell you and they're going to communicate it the way they want to communicate it, which is quite interesting. So be mindful of strategies and hearsay. While I'm here, as I'm talking about the WHO, this wasn't meant to be this long, but it's fascinating. I'm thinking a lot of people, I might as well do this very quickly. I had somebody say to me in the comments, I wasn't meant to be doing this video anyway. Somebody said to me in the comments that, oh no, that Nasara doesn't exist. I looked on Google and I said, don't look on Google. The fact checkers are told to debunk everything. You know, they are paid to tell you that it's incorrect. And that also that we're all conspiracy theorists. Oh yeah, I didn't really say the question. I better say the question. So I just wanted to show the people. I think that's all going to change, by the way, the whole thing. Are fact checkers actually paid to debunk potential things that could be true? Well, I see money in that card. I'm going to pull 3 cards. 1, there you go. People. Shut. Okay, so at the bottom of the pack, yeah, I had money. Okay, building up money. But this is also people, us, basically shutting it down. This is information. Then you've got to mull it. You think you might know something, then you've got to sit on the fence. You're not really sure. So it's like, stop, shutting it down. You can't see it. Look, she's got a blindfold. You're not going to see that information. That information is like, stop. It's like almost a no entry sign to me that this is imbalance. So it's not in balance. That also can be not fair. That's all going to come. No, I think what it's saying is, yeah, that's all going to come to an end. But I actually think what it's saying is, wow. Yeah, because we're going to have our freedom. We're going to be more independent thinking. But I think the whole point of it is it stops you being a free thinker. Yeah, that system is going. But it's all about control, you see. So you have to understand that the whole thing's about control. The media, all of the internet, all of that kind of information sources, it's all controlled. Why do you think they don't like free speech? Because, you know, they don't want you to think outside the box, basically. That's what it's about. Shutting down. Okay, so this is about being different. This is about integrity. This is about honesty and the truth. I've said it all. So there you go. So the last thing is, quickly I'm going to cover this because I lost this video when I did the other videos and I wasn't going to get back into it. But some people aren't really, the new people who have joined aren't really understanding the story. So, you know, where's Klaus? Where's Bill? I don't believe they're working for the WHO anymore. Put it like that. Not going to pull many cards. That's a facade, by the way. There you go, says it all. So I don't think they're making decisions anymore. I think the information they're putting out is ended anyway. This situation, WHO, is ended. I have a 10. Okay? So they're just saying it. Just taking a chance by saying it, but I don't believe it for 1 second. No, this is ended. This situation has ended. The WHO has completely changed, and this is they're not telling you. So this is like limited thinking. So therefore, you still believe the narrative that this is all going. WHO's, you know, everyone's in control. You know, I don't believe that. A lot of these systems behind closed doors have now changed. Okay? There may only be a few of those kind of structures left. Small amount. I think you'll probably find a lot of things. If you look back on my readings, I've had change, justice, justice, justice. Fill in the gaps. Very few things are left now. This is like 9 out of 10. We're almost ready. Look at this. This is amazing. This is where we were. We're right at the end. We're really worn out. This is a battle. It's been very hard. Okay, very close to the end now. And this is renewal. Okay, it's been a long time though. This has taken an awful long time. This could also be when we have the announcement, when everything stands still and we start again, because then we go in a new direction. It's like gone now. It's kind of doesn't even come up in the cards anymore. Oh, wow. Yippee. So the White Hats have had our best interests at heart. We're going to get our wishes thanks to them. They've done the right thing. They've worn their heart on their sleeves and they've worked tirelessly to look after us. It's all changed. You won't even have a WHO in the future. Okay, I'll quickly ask that. Will there be a WHO in the future? It'll all go. That could just be gossip that they're saying they're still all around and working. I'm starting to wonder if it's even going. That's a facade. I think they're letting you think that. That's like working for the world in a way. I think it's changed, but I think they're still going. But I definitely think it's changed. Look at all these, look at the reversed. Okay, so it's a strategy, they've reversed it. It's changed, it's changing within, it's changing. This is a strategy to scale it back, change things, probably move people around, move people out. It's definitely changed. Mr. T has changed it for the better. Health for the better. And you know what? It's evolved. And this is kind of good health. But this is a strategy. And I think it's because you're not meant to know all this yet. So it probably is still going, but it will change. Maybe they'll keep it, but they'll keep it. Like the supermarket, everything will change for the good. But I think that may go permanently in the end. Okay, last card. I said, has justice been done? And I have yes. So, you might, if you're not up to speed yet, a lot of people will tell you it's a movie. This is apparently what's been happening. A lot of things have happened behind the scenes. Okay, look at these lovely cards. So they're waiting. Okay, so we're going to be out. This is actually better health and looking at it, health in a new way. Much more desirable. Everything's going to be better. Everything's positive. Very bright. Very gorgeous colours. This is a victory after victory after victory. So if it does stay, at the moment, I think there's still some issues. Okay, I've got it. At the moment, there's issues because there has to be. Okay, there has to be. There has to be. And okay, there just has to be. It's like... oh, how do I say it without saying it? Yeah, a facade, but it has to be a facade for all of us in a way, because, you know, things are being done on the side, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because obviously I realise I might be, you know, saying more than I should at this moment. Hopefully we're all going to find it out pretty soon though. The truths were going to come out. Right, I'm done. There you go, ending. At the end, you're going to find it all out. Yep, there you go. Oh dear, a lot of people have left. Well, there you go. Now you, look at this. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. This card. Okay, that can be dominance and power. This is you don't know everything right now, but this is didn't really go. Wow, this is the end of it. This is the end of the story. Actually, this is intense. Wow. So the information is not widely out there, but at the end, you will know. At the end, you will know. And could be disappointing. Look at that. I was not expecting to get that today. Look at that. That could be an EBS at the end. Wow. I'm staggered. And then when you're not this like I'm saying too much. You're going to find it out all soon. I reckon on an EBS. That is just wild. I've never had it like that. Because this is dominance and power. This is also dominance and power in a way. This is information that you're not really aware of yet. Judgment, which could be an EBS. And this card. Wow. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope it probably doesn't make any sense at this point, but hey-ho. I can't help you if it doesn't, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's been intense, it's been long, and that's the end of it now. Coming to a conclusion. As they say, it's a movie. That is a movie card. That is trickery. What does the magician do? He pulls tricks out of his bag. And that's why they call it a movie. Thanks for watching. Bye now.